Hey everybody, it's Mikayas here, and we are going to see how to counter this monster First Order team. So, you're going to need Bastila, Revan, Skywalker, Thrawn, and Kenobi. Let's look in the mechanics. Okay, turn order is really important. I've spent a couple thousand crystals testing this. Here's what you gotta do. You mark Darth Revan to prevent the AoE fear. So Revan goes first. Then you buff up your Skywalker with Basti, so he's supercharged. Then he's got to go third, and he goes a basic so as not to get feared or anything. He takes out that Darth Revan. Then you can immediately fracture with Thrawn, and you actually want we wanted Thrawn to get shocked. He unfortunately did not get shocked there. But you just keep laying basics into Supreme Kylo Ren, and that will lower his health pool over time from all these guys. So you want that stagger to be popped like that, because that keeps the fracture on Kylo longer, right? That's a good thing. So you keep laying basics in, because you don't want to proc a Malak taunt. You want to stay on Kylo. Just keep laying basics. It's fine. You can lay into him with the AoE. Don't cleanse Thrawn. Kill that Kylo. Boom. He's dead. Now you can cleanse Thrawn. But you want it, and sometimes if Thrawn gets shocked, it's even better, because then he won't gain any turn meter, or his turn meter gain is much slower, so he's getting staggered and shocked, and that keeps the fracture on Kylo. So that's good stuff. That's what you want to see. And then from here, the battle's won. Very just extremely easy win from here. Battle's totally over. It doesn't even matter who I go to here. I like to put, let's see, that should kill her maybe. And then, I wanted to shred Malak. I mistimed that, but you want to put the armor shred on Malak. It just makes him easier to kill. Either way, it's all over. Let's get that fear off him. Boost him up. It's game over. But that is what you want to do. That is how the turn order works. And now, in order for that to happen, you need to do a couple things. We're going to take a look at the armor shred, and let's kill this Malak. Now let's go into the mods, and let's look at what we had to do to make that happen. Okay, this doesn't just happen like that. It doesn't just go that smoothly all the time. You need to do specific modding to get it this smooth. Okay, so here's what we're gonna look at. So you look at Hux. Hux has a speed of 318. Okay, and then you look at Basti. She has a speed of 310. Okay, and Kylo's got insane speed. Darth Revan has in really, really good speed. That's a 170 speed set on that Darth Revan. And Malak has okay speed. So here's what you do. You need Revan to go before this Darth Revan, and you need Bastila to go before, or you need, Bastila and Anakin and Thrawn all to go before Darth Bastila. Now this is kind of a tall order, but it's kind of not. You need a pretty fast mod set on your Thrawn here. So let's take a look at this. Your Revan needs to go before that Darth Revan. Now, Bastila lead gives you a 15% turn meter boost to Jedi at the start of the battle. Okay? So that, in order to calculate your effective speed at the start of the battle, because of this turn meter boost, you just take their actual speed, and then you divide that by 1 minus the turn meter bonus. So it would be 1 minus 0.15. So it would be 282 divided by 0.85, because 0.85 is what 1 minus 0.15 is, the 15% speed boost. Okay? Everyone get that math? It's pretty simple stuff. And so just, if you don't want to think about the math at all, just remember, type in your calculator whatever the total speed is divided by 0.85 0.85 for Bastila lead. Okay, so then with that in mind, you can see that 282 divided by 0.85 comes out to, I forget, and I don't have a calculator on hand, but you can do it out and you'll see it's over 310. So she's going to be coming in faster than the enemy Bastila, which is exactly what you want. You don't have to outspeed the enemy Hux, because he just passes the turn to Kylo, and then Kylo does his weird siphon thing, and that doesn't really matter that much. I guess if you want to really, really ball out, you can make Bastila, you can make sure Bastila and Anakin are even faster than the enemy Hux. It doesn't actually matter in the counter. But so you make Revan faster than the Darth Revan, so that takes some speed, and then you make Bastila second fastest, and she's just got to outspeed enemy Basti, and then you make Skywalker third fastest, and he's got to outspeed enemy Basti, and you make Thrawn fourth fastest, who also has to outspeed enemy Basti. And so the two tough ones are getting the toughest one, probably the most demanding speed set wise, could be getting Thrawn in front of the enemy Basti, and maybe getting Revan in front of the Darth Revan. But even so, you can see a 142 speed set to a whatever he had, 170 speed set. That's, it allows you to play with a huge speed disadvantage mod-wise. Now, there's a couple other modding notes you're going to want to pay attention to. It always helps if you can get a crit damage triangle and an offense cross. Well, I don't have that. I guess I have a health cross for other counters. An offense cross would help with the damage, but it doesn't really matter that much. More health under a Basti lead means more bonus protection, means more time it takes to kill you, and that you can resist debuffs. So you want to focus on health primaries, and you want to get the speed right. This is a broken set just because it has a lot of speed on it. And then with GK, you really just want a lot of health and whatever protection you can get in the secondaries, because he's just there to kind of weather blows. It doesn't really matter. Just make him tanky. You can throw defense sets to make him more tanky. You can make this a protection arrow, or even a crit avoidance arrow. It doesn't actually matter that much. Speed might help a little, though, to get that lead to charge in that we did to kill him. That's always helpful, but it doesn't matter a ton. And then that's it. I mean, we'll take a close look at the mods here. You can see the health, the speed, and you can see GK, health, speed, nothing too crazy. And really, this isn't insanely demanding on mods if you're a long-time player. Like, yes, I've got a couple 140 speed sets, but it's not that demanding. And then the one other thing you're going to want to pay attention to is General Skywalker. You're going to want him modded for damage, which is unusual. It's not what you're used to. And it just is what it is. So if you mod him for damage like this, then he can one-shot the Darth Revan as long as he lands his crit. So you're going to want to have that crit chance also. And then he will land those crits. He's got 72% crit damage, a bunch of physical offense, and an extra 18% crit chance, bringing him up to a total of 80% crit chance. That's pretty good. He's most likely going to crit that Darth Revan. And that is it. That is the best way to do this counter that I have found. It can be done if you go after the enemy Bastila and Malak. It can still be done. However, there's a hiccup. It's not as sure of a bet because the Darth Bastila can stagger and fear your Thrawn, and then Malak can pop the stagger and stun the Thrawn before Thrawn gets to fracture Kylo, and that messes everything up. It throws a huge wrench into the plan. The battle gets messy. It's possible you don't recover, and you could lose. So if you want this to be a sure bet, or an almost sure bet, as long as you kill Darth Revan on that first basic by hitting the crit, it's a sure bet. So there is that small RNG chance you miss that crit, and then it gets a little messy again, and you might lose. But this is a fantastic counter option right now for this beastly team. If you're seeing it in Arena, or if you see it in Grand Arena, or if you see it in wherever you see it. And another bonus of this team, it won't matter if Kylo gets his ultimate if you're fighting this team. It won't matter if Kylo has the ultimate on the character, because he'll never reach it, because he gets no turns. He's just stopped out the gate. So this is a great tactic. Thank you to Blade Baka of the what are they in now? Fight Club. Great idea to try out Basti lead. Gave some ideas, and then Jeffy J refined it a little bit more. He's another member of Fight Club and a shardmate of mine. He put in Thrawn, kind of put the team comp together, and then I guess my contribution was just the modding tweaks and the turn order and figuring out how to do this smoothly. We'll just look at it one more time here for the hell of it, but make sure this is working as advertised, and then buff up Sky. Big hit, landing the crits, fracture that Kylo, and then you just go to town on Kylo. Well, don't worry about that. And you just go to town on Kylo. Basic. Just more basics. I guess it's not great when Thrawn gets to his next turn, but that can happen, I guess. So that's going to make things a little more messy here. However, we're going to try to get a lot of attacks in that way. We really want that daze in. However, it makes me nervous that we're going to crit the Malik. So let's try it anyway. No, let's just go basic. We probably needed that daze. Well, he's just hitting the GK, so it's not that bad. So we're going to hit this Basti just to kind of wait it out. And so this is like kind of a worst case scenario right now. We're still weakening him. Okay, now we're stuck, so we might as well use this. Okay, let's bring all that up. Let's fracture him again. Basic. Basic. Now, normally I would buff up Sky and save it, but I think I really want to get Kylo down quickly, so we're going to use that. There we go. And you can see, you can recover. So even if Thrawn doesn't get shocked and staggered, you can still pull this off and recover. So here we go. Okay, that was not effective. Take out Basti, take out Hux, and swap to... Can you, like, buff someone again, Basti? Not yet, I guess, huh? Ability block, that's fine. Boom. Done. Okay, we're going to go through this one more time, see if we can see another clean run. So then you'll see 3 times in this video, this matchup. Let's just buy that. It's fine. Doing it for science, everybody. Battle. All right, standard, mark the Drevin, buff the Sky, basic the Drevin, crit him to death, fracture Kylo, and you actually want Thrawn to get feared and staggered here. You want him to be targeted by Malak, but it doesn't always happen. So then we work through the basics, because we don't want to get feared. Yeah, you want that shock. See that shock that just happened? That's good for us. Keep working on Kylo. Keep working on Kylo. Keep working on Kylo. Swap to... let's swap to... I think I have another mark available with Revan, but I'm not 100% sure. So let's swap to Sky. Oh, I should have swapped to GK for the AoE hit. That was dumb, but that's okay. Alright, that's fine. Here we go. Big hit. Okay. Keep working on Kylo. Okay, let's mark Kylo. We're just reducing his health pool with all these basics. It's fine. I don't want him to counter Thrawn to death, so I'm going to fire that over at Basti. And then going to go another basic into Kylo. Boom. Dead Kylo. That's how it's done. We're going to try and take those off Thrawn. And we're going to pass to... let's pass back to Basti. Maybe she can buff someone. And we'll fire away Annie. Let's actually fracture Malak, I guess. He's really the threat. Let's put one of those armor shreds on Malak. Take the other two out. Work on Hux a little. Get an ability block on Malak? No. Hux is not a threat, so we should just get Malak out. But that's it. There you go. That's 3 times in a row. This works. Even if Thrawn comes out of Fracture, or comes out of Fracture, it still works, as you can see. And it's a great counter. I guess I'll run it one more time to see. We'll have four full battles as a test subject or whatever. And let's go last try. Buff Sky. Sky kills Drevin. Fracture Kylo. And let's go basic. Let's go basic. See, you can see he's got the stagger on him, Thrawn, and he's got that slow. And the stagger was just popped. This is going to be a clean run now, because Thrawn's fracture is going to hold because the enemy targeted him like they did. So this is exactly what we wanted. I just wanted to showcase one more clean run. So you have good odds, I guess, decent odds, that you get a clean run like this if they go after Thrawn. So that's always nice. And then you can take all the debuffs off Thrawn once Kylo's dead. And there we go. Get the shred on Malak. And this is it. Easy, easy, easy battle. On the times when they prolong Thrawn's fracture like they did. That's it, everyone. This is the team to use against this team. If you like the video, give it a like. Leave some comments. If you have other cool counters you've thought of, leave some comments. Talk about them. Let us know. This team is nuts. The mods on this team are insane. And it's the hardest comp that I've found to reliably beat in Arena. So, hope this is helpful to anyone and everyone out there. Cheers.